30 to 40 comments. That's how many posts flooded the Kansas Speedway post-race thread calling for a full NASCAR investigation into 23 X1 racing. Not after a controversial penalty, not after a technical infraction, after a win, after Tyler Reddick crossed the finish line for the 5th time in just 9 races, and a chunk of the NASCAR fanbase collectively lost their minds. Words like cheating, horsepower advantage, and fishy started flying across Reddit, Twitter, and every NASCAR comment section on the internet. So let's actually dig into what happened, what the numbers show, and why this conversation is happening at all. It started on Saturday with qualifying. Reddick jumped in his number 45 Toyota and laid down a lap of just 29.142 seconds. That's over 185 miles per hour. It was his 3rd pole of the season and the 14th of his entire career. And guess who he beat for that top spot? His own boss, Denny Hamlin, edging him by just 0.019 seconds. But here's where the suspicion begins to build. Toyota didn't just win the pole. Toyota took the top 3 spots. Reddick first, Hamlin second, and Ty Gibbs third. Kyle Larson matched Gibbs on time, but had to settle for 4th. Chase Briscoe, also in a Toyota, grabbed 5th. That's 4 Toyotas in the top 5. Reddick gave credit to his crew chief, Billy Scott, for making the right setup calls. Just proud of everyone's effort at 23XI. We've been solid, Reddick said. We've worked hard to improve that. Then Sunday came around and the race itself was pure chaos. Early on, Denny Hamlin was the man to beat. He grabbed the lead on lap 4 and refused to let go, leading 75 of the first 80 laps. Stage 1 was his. No contest. But while Hamlin dominated up front, something rough was happening back on pit road. Ryan Blaney, who started 9th and was running inside the top 10, bumped AJ Allmendinger coming out of his pit stall. Allmendinger spun, Blaney's front splitter got chewed up, and while his team scrambled to fix it, they were hit with a penalty for too many crew members over the wall. Ryan Blaney gets a penalty for too many crew members over the wall, but they made multiple stops because they were trying to assess the damage. NASCAR insider Jeff Gluck explained, "This is becoming Blaney's nightmare season. Through just the first 8 races, he had already lost 88 spots on pit road. His speed is not the problem. He's one of the fastest guys out there, but these pit road mistakes keep pulling him back." Moving into stage 2, Kyle Larson cleared Hamlin on the restart and took the lead, eventually leading 77 laps and grabbing the stage win. During that run, Larson actually passed Kevin Harvick for the most all-time laps led at Kansas. Then came stage 3 where things started getting truly wild. Christopher Bell took the lead for a stretch before Hamlin reclaimed it with 43 laps to go. But Reddick had fresher tires, and with 10 laps left, he powered past Hamlin in turn 1 and looked like he was going to cruise home. Then disaster. Reddick got on the radio in a panic. His car was sputtering. Fuel problem. A big one. He screamed that he was running out of gas, and at the exact same moment, he smacked the outside wall and lost the lead back to Hamlin. His team told him to switch to a backup fuel pump because yes, NASCAR cars carry a second pump as a safety net, and it worked, just barely. Michael Jordan was watching from pit road with his hands on his head. Then came the moment that changed everything. Cody Ware, who was 6 laps down, spun out on lap 266. That brought out the caution, and Hamlin was furious. Cody Ware, 6 laps down, wrecking, I don't know, add it up, Hamlin said after the race. That caution sent everything into overtime. Everyone pitted for fresh tires. Hamlin got off pit road first, but on the restart, total madness broke out. Larson dipped to the apron for a 3-wide move and grabbed the lead. Reddick bumped Bell, who crashed into Hamlin. Reddick himself fell toward the back, but somehow, by the white flag, he had charged back up to 2nd. On the final lap, he went to the inside of Larson through the final corners and beat him to the line by just 0.118 seconds. Just really blessed with the late caution. Was that nuts or what? I couldn't believe it, Reddick said. He also acknowledged the contact with Bell. Good hard racing. Not thrilled I got Christopher there. I hate that for him because he was having a good, solid day. Behind Reddick and Larson, Chase Briscoe finished 3rd, Denny Hamlin 4th, and Bubba Wallace 5th, making it a massive day for 23XY Racing, with all 4 of their cars finishing inside the top 15. Gotta deliver for the boss man, Reddick said of Jordan. If he's gonna come hang out with us, we have to get him dubs. Jordan himself wasn't shy in victory lane. This kid is on fire. I don't know what to say. I don't think I can cool him down. Now let's get back to why people are screaming cheating. The numbers around 23XY and Toyota right now are genuinely staggering. Reddick's 5th win in 9 races has only been done by 4 drivers in the entire history of NASCAR's top series. He holds a 105-point lead over 2nd place, and the gap between him and 2nd is bigger than the gap between 2nd and 11th. Toyota as a manufacturer has won 7 of the first 9 races in 2026, the most dominant manufacturer start since Chevrolet in 2007, and Reddick himself went from 0 wins the entire previous season to being the championship favorite virtually overnight. He's kind of unstoppable right now, gets adversity thrown at him and just keeps coming back, said 23XY team president Steve Lauletta. The whole team, everybody's just been poised, not getting rattled for any reason. Reddick's own explanation is direct. The cars are night and day better than last year. Kevin Harvick on Fox Sports went even further, predicting Reddick is about to break the record for most wins in a Gen 7 car, a record currently sitting at 6, shared by Larson, Byron, and Hamlin. But here's the thing about the cheating accusations. They don't hold up under scrutiny. Post-race inspection at Kansas came back clean. No issues, no infractions. 23X, I won 3 of the first 4 next-gen races at Kansas before this season even started. As analyst Cole Cusimano pointed out on Twitter, the outcry of cheating regarding Tyler Reddick's win at Kansas is mind-boggling to me. I guess we forgot that 23X, I won 3 of the first 4 next-gen races at Kansas, and that both Reddick and 23X I have essentially been the standard at 1.5-mile tracks with this car. On Reddit, a Chevy fan put it bluntly, clearly these people are unaware of the Gordon/Johnson days. Y'all gotta do better. The dominant eras of Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson make this moment look modest by comparison. Meanwhile, the Cody Ware situation has its own resolution. Rick Ware racing competition director Tommy Baldwin went on his Door Bumper Clear podcast and took full responsibility. I know Cody's getting a lot of flack, but it's my fault, right? At the end of the day, it's my fault. It is an unwritten rule in the garage area that you do not want to change or be part of changing the outcome of the race. The spin was caused by a tire failure, and Baldwin admitted he should have called Ware to pit road for fresh tires rather than leaving him out. It was a human error from a team that had a rough weekend. Nothing more sinister than that. The broader picture of the 2026 season also tells a painful story for everyone else. Kyle Larson is now on a 33-race winless streak, despite leading 78 laps at Kansas and being in position to win. Trackhouse Racing, with Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, and rookie Connor Zilisch, has just 3 combined top 10 finishes, sitting 18th, 20th, and 33rd in points. Some fans are calling it the Pitbull curse after the rapper's departure from team ownership last year coincided with a dramatic drop in oval performance. And technically, even under NASCAR's new rules, Reddick isn't officially locked into the playoffs yet, but if he finished dead last in every remaining regular season race, he'd almost certainly still make the top 16. That's how untouchable his lead is. Bubba Wallace, his own teammate, summed up what the entire garage is feeling after Kansas. We got to 3rd and the 45 passed me like I was on jack stands. I'm getting tired of it. Then he laughed and added, happy for him. Happy for the team. Next up is Talladega Superspeedway this Sunday, April 26th on Fox at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The Jack Lynx 500. Reddick will debut his new Rockstar Energy paint scheme, marking the brand's return to NASCAR. Talladega is a super speedway, which means the chaos equalizer is fully in effect. Anyone can win. One lucky break or one big wreck can flip everything. But Reddick won at Talladega 2 years ago and won at Daytona, Talladega's sister track, earlier this 2026 season. Even where chaos rules, he's a threat.